Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? When am I alone? Not on the phone. When am I on my own? They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
39.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Down and sack.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Out of the gun now on third down. They're looking for more, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
New Orleans.
From 10 yards out, and the Saints have taken the early lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Kickoff for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's He's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down. Right.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. From the right side, going to be caught by Warner. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. He'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyler Boyd. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Shotgun now for Breeze. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He's going to try and throw on third down. On the check down, he finds Kamara.
Complete.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Raiders' 49-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Here's Breeze to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Breeze pass.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll run here with Balaj. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. These two teams all tied after one.
More tied, 7-7.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. To throw, it's Breeze. A heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Zach Bourne came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there, 18 yards downs as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on fourth down. It's intercepted. Gets off inside the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. He'll start with a give to Kamara. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 82 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream up right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness? The burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Zach Baum there on the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Gets it quickly to Galladay. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And for the third time here, this man is intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 10-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
First down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Breeze now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The kill here is complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Kenny Galladay, as time expires in the first half, and the Raiders are back within a score. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Down. 3rd and 15.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw is Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
At the 9-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Michael Badgley.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 85 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to hook up to Rhodes. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He'll get this one to Galladay. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys.
What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Yeah, this is caught. Touchdown. Touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
New Orleans.
Now they try the right side here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And that's caught. It's Desmond Patman. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Breeze now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
On 2nd down, Kamara will be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Intercepted. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it. And as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, they'll make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Play action. Breeze. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
His blockers to get this up over the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is going to have a Saints first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Ready. 95-56.
He'll look to throw. That is into the hands of Patman. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Breeze to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Intended target that time, Desmond Patman, but it'll be second down. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Las Vegas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible.